Hey everyone, I'm from Funraise. Look, we know what time it is. You're deep in year-end campaign mode, the pressure is on, and it probably feels like you're trying to pull this whole thing off all by yourself. But what if I told you that you have an entire support team just waiting in the wings?
And yeah, maybe you're rolling your eyes right now thinking, my board? Never gonna happen. We hear you. We totally get it. Getting board members genuinely involved in fundraising, it's not always a cakewalk, but I promise you, it is possible.
So, how do we make it possible? Well, it all starts with a simple little reframe. Instead of seeing your board as a roadblock, it's time to see them as your biggest untapped resource. And you know what? Year-end is the absolute perfect time to make that shift. To really drive home just how important this is, think about this. Industry research shows that a whopping 31% of all annual giving happens in December. Just December. That's a massive opportunity, and it really makes year-end a true all-hands-on-deck situation.
So, when you're making your case to the board, you can come armed with 3 really powerful arguments. First, it's literally their job, their fiduciary responsibility. Second, that huge December opportunity we just talked about. And third, a simple reminder that, hey, giving feels really, really good.
I know, fiduciary responsibility sounds like some big, scary legal term, but it's not. At its core, it just means it's part of their job to make sure the organization is financially healthy. And guess what? Fundraising falls directly under that umbrella. It's part of the gig.
All right, so let's get practical. Instead of giving your board one giant scary task called Funraise, try presenting them with a menu of options. This totally lowers the pressure and shows them that everyone can contribute in a way that actually feels comfortable for them.
First up on the menu, ask each board member to make a personally meaningful gift. I love this language because it's so low pressure. It respects everyone's individual financial situation, but it still lets them lead by example.
Next, encourage them to share their why. This is all about social proof, right? When a board member shares the story of why they're so passionate about your cause, it helps potential donors see their own values reflected back at them, which is incredibly powerful.
Now, for board members who are ready for a bit of a challenge, suggest a peer-to-peer campaign. They can set up their own fundraising page, a personal goal, and reach out to their network. And by the way, Funraise has a whole suite of super easy-to-use tools that your board members will absolutely love for this. Just saying.
Looking for something even simpler? Try this one. Ask them to forward just one of your email appeals to 5 friends with a short personal note. This is such an easy win. It takes maybe a minute of their time, but can have a huge impact.
And hey, don't forget about stewardship. As those wonderful donations start rolling in, writing thank you notes is a genuinely fun and straightforward way for board members to support the campaign and connect directly with your amazing donors.
And in that same vein, making thank you calls adds such a delightful personal touch. You could even host a little get-together at the office, provide a simple script, a list of donors, some snacks, and just let them dial for donors. It's super effective, and it builds some great camaraderie.
So, this all brings us to your new role. You need to think like a matchmaker. You know your board members. You know their unique strengths. Who's the social butterfly? Who's the amazing writer? Your job is to pair their skills with activities from the menu that they might actually enjoy doing.
So here's the real question for you today. Don't try to boil the ocean. What is one small, achievable thing your board can do this week to just get the ball rolling? Starting small is absolutely the key to building momentum.
Honestly, we've only just scratched the surface with these ideas. For the full menu of fundraising activities and a much deeper dive into all these strategies, you've got to check out the complete article on fundraise.org. The link is right there in the description. Now go get your board on board.